too many people believe that life is only a struggle to survive and that they are not in control of negative circumstances. Harv Eker claims that we all have a personal money blueprint ingrained in our subconscious minds, and it is this blueprint more than anything that will determine our financial lives. You may know everything about marketing, sales, negotiations, stocks, real estate, and the world of finance, but if your money blueprint is not set for a high level of success, you will never have a lot of money. And if somehow you do, you will most likely lose it. Jamie McIntyre claims that the right mindset represents 80% of success. Our skills or marketing strategies provide only 20%. Therefore, we may presume that if we neglect the right mindset, we shall be held back from financial success. Eker, like many other advocates of positive thinking, believes that our thoughts influence our outer circumstances. Wallace D. Wattles stresses in his book, Science of Getting Rich, that thought is the only power that can produce tangible riches. Eker focuses on the way people think and feel about money and stresses that if you focus on obstacles instead of opportunities, you get more obstacles and less opportunities. He believes that our thoughts create our reality. If you have watched the movie, What the Bleep Do We Know?, then you know how the Japanese scientist Dr. Masaru Emoto started to experiment with water crystals that made a discovery that our thoughts consciously or unconsciously influence water molecules which formed 76% of our body. Thus, our thoughts and words influence our environment as well as ourselves and create our reality. Thoughts lead to feelings, which lead to actions, which lead to results, and hence the key to attaining great wealth begins with thinking, like rich people do. He offers new ways of thinking and acting that will lead to new and different results, and he tells us that success is a learnable skill. Acre argues that rich people believe that they create their life, while poor people believe that life happens to them. Rich people focus on opportunities, while poor people focus on obstacles. He provides the case of Donald Trump, who lost everything, as a good example here. David Letterman asked him in his show in 1998 what he would do if he lost everything and had to start over from scratch. Without hesitating, Trump said he would find a good network marketing company and get to work. When the audience started to hoot and boo him, he looked out at the audience and said, "That's why I'm sitting up here and you are all sitting out there." Donald Trump is one of the richest men on the planet because he recognizes opportunities. And we do not have to talk only about millionaires. We may start from our own life, changing the way how we look at things and recognizing opportunities. Let me tell you a story from my own life. I was broke. My whole life was collapsed and I didn't know what to do. I prayed but didn't get any direct answer. Once I decided to throw out a sheet of paper with some notes about my research conducted years ago. Immediately, I got a creative idea that I could write a project and apply for money. I did it. I got my project, I wrote my PhD thesis on this topic, and got many awards afterwards. And it was just a lousy sheet of paper with some notes. Just one creative idea was needed to change my life. As Wayne Dyer states, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. I could look at the sheet of paper as a lousy, useless piece of paper or as a new opportunity. However, this piece of paper will be opportunity only when you take actions. To be able to make money with this sheet of paper, I had to write a project and apply for money in the right place at the right time. Very often, we have many excuses of not doing this, and in this case, this sheet of paper never becomes a new life opportunity. Wayne Dyer presents in his book, Excuses Be Gone, 18 typical excuses people with victim mentality love to use. For example, it will be difficult. I can't afford it. No one will help me. I'm not strong or smart enough. I'm too old or too young. You can add your own excuses here. Devoting too much time and energy on what is not working or has not worked, instead of accentuating your assets and making things happen, is harvesting negativity. Negative thoughts and emotions beget destructive attitudes. Thus, you reap what you have sown. With negative emotional state, you create more negative circumstances in your life. Eker claims that rich people act in spite of fear, while poor people let fear stop them. Rich people constantly learn and grow, while poor people think they know enough. Joseph Murray says that if you are fearful and worried, you are not really thinking. You are worried because you probably believe that external circumstances control you. You don't know that you have the dominion over your environment and conditions. It is your choice, and all it needs is that you make a decision not to be controlled by your outer circumstances anymore, but instead of it, you'll take control of your life.